Hey y'all, this is Urs, and welcome back to XCOM. This is episode 80, and you know what that means? We upgraded! That's right, we're on beta 15, otherwise known as beta 15F. For those of you who actually speak the English language, we are now here. We are now upgraded. You look at the barracks, you can see experience is now listed, all this good stuff. There's a bunch of changes. I'm not even going to go over them. Check the patch notes if you feel like it, but there's some really neat things. Officers involved in giving units commands, extra movement, rebalancing of research priorities. I guess one of the... Ballin!
I've already put the new recruits to work.
Silence! I kill you.
Alright, change research project. Here's what I want to talk about real quick. Couple things, actually. First of all, alloy costs for research has gone down. Alloy costs for guns, equipment, and foundry projects have gone up. So this allows us to study Gauss or cybernetics. We only cost 5 alloys now. Who'd have thunk it? Basically, weapon fragments go up for research, and weapon fragments go down for foundry projects and other stuff. And kind of alloys are supposed to be for the item itself, weapon fragments are supposed to be for the research thereof. So that's kind of what they rebalanced. That's not a hard and fast rule, but just an indication of where they're going with this. Also, I want you to point out that there is a UFO analysis fighter now available. Yes, that's right. They've upgraded from scouts to fighters, and that is why our Phoenix Cannon interceptor took the snot out of itself on the way into this thing. So we're going to get this analysis up after Xenopsionics finishes. We do have enough alloys now for another suit of carapace armor, and one of the things I want to do is just get the damn thing running so we can get our final set and start thinking about laser cannons for next month. And you know, it's 50 credits, but we have, again, a lot of Illyrium. I hate spending it like this, but at this point we keep gaining enough that I can justify this at the moment, but I think this is going to be until we start getting more and more. We're going to start needing Illyrium for Gauss weapons, for improved armor, for potentially Illyrium generators, and a lot more research. So we're gonna stop spending it like water relatively soon. Bradford, you know what? I'm gonna talk over you. Ha! I can't hear you. La 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 la. Okay. Engineering. We need to build us a suit of armor, and the last suit of armor we're gonna need, because one is coming in 6 days. One last piece of carapace armor. Submit the order. 8 days will be carapaced out, which is bloody brilliant. So for now, the only choice left us, indeed, is a scan.
And we have a small scout. Oh, he is so excited.
He's flying low, probably a scout for a UFO shooter. So you know what that means?
We're gonna kill him.
Oh, we're gonna kill him good. We're gonna kill him dead is what's gonna happen. But we're gonna take Bluto out on aggressive. So we don't have countermeasures yet. But we want to get these shots in with the Phoenix cannons while we can. This is a scout, not a fighter, it seems. We'll analyze the fighter soon enough. This should be less damage to our Phoenix cannon. You better intercept that soon, son, because he's gonna run away. Let's get this kill.
Approaching target now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, come on. Come on, baby. Oh, we got him. We got him with a Phoenix cannon. I like me some of that. And we got an UFO crash site for more alloys. Ah! I am just ecstatic. Things are just lining up. Things are lining up beautifully, so we're gonna kill some stuff. Alright, let's see if we can get a capture out of this. We're still shying the chem grenade. You know what? I'm gonna wait on the chem grenade, because I want that now. How close are we to chem grenade? Hold on. Oh, where are we? Chem grenade, 2 hours. Okay, yeah, I can live with that. Thank you! Alright, now we can go and try to capture a muton. Alright, we still don't have alien containment up, but again, we're trying to capture mutons for the alien grenade foundry project. That's really the goal here. So, that means we need one of our repair spec engineers. Layla, you just got the nod. So, unlike last time when we put this on the Rocketeer, we're going to do the same thing. A shatter ray on our engineer, what with the arc thrower. We're going to keep the HE grenades with sapper on so we can actually get through cover if need be. Not flashbang. Good God, what am I doing? Arc thrower, there we go. And I almost want to put phalanx on her. She has 9 hit points. It'll help the movement a lot. I think this is important, so let's roll that way. We don't have officers available for the mission, do we? 23 hours for Yoko. Ain't gonna happen. Alright. Looks like Sugar, you're on your own here. Officers have a new ability. I'm gonna talk about it later when I actually use it. It would have been helpful for capture, let's put it that way. Actually, let's talk about it real quick. They give you an extra movement for a unit that's used as gold move already. It's kind of an ability called Command. So it would have been very useful for the capture here, but we don't have any officers available, so we're going to have to make do without it. We do have an extra promotion available on Zhang here. Let's load out. There are a couple of promotions I'm going to need to tweak with the development console real quick. I'm going to probably cut that part out so we know, but I'll fix the extra promotions we have on Highlighter / Nova and also Leif once we have them on a mission. It needs to be done in the mission console, so can't do it from here. So really the question is on Zhang now that promotions have been reset again. He was at Ranger before, and now Ranger confers +1 damage with your primary weapon, pretty much what infantry's basically bread and butter are, and also with your pistol. So, I mean, Zhang will not be using the pistol aspect of this, though again, extra damage on your primary gun wouldn't be bad. Zhang's aim is not bad, but could always be better. And the question is, do we want suppression flexibility or Deadeye? And I kind of want Deadeye on Zhang. We have suppression on a bunch of folks. Jorg and Zhang are kind of going Deadeye spec, and I think that'll be useful when heavy floaters come to play. Those things hurt like hell. And having Zhang as kind of our dedicated cyber disc / heavy floater executioner wouldn't hurt. We'll have enough suppression elsewhere, I think, as long as we keep that in mind. So I'm going to run Deadeye on Zhang, just to help his aim on stuff that's flying. We're going to take Zhang out in this mission, too. 10 hit points. 10 hit points with basic armor. This dude is a tank. 13 hit points with Carapace. Zhang, you make me happy. Like, really. This guy is lethal as hell. Scope setting up. We're going to take a chem. I'd love to take a chem on Layla, but she does not have smoke and mirrors. But you know who does have smoke and mirrors? Julien Smoky Jelly. So you are now officially going to be the carrier of our chem grenade. Field medic is good. We also want flashbangs though, so you're going to be kind of utility with one med kit. We're going to hope not to annihilate too many people on this mission. So let's take, well, since we're giving Sugar Carapace, let's give Jolie Carapace as well. Mainly because he's going to be in the front tossing chems and flashbangs. So I'm going to make sure he gets there. So that'll work fine. That gives you 11 hit points. We have some seriously tanky folks on this mission, honestly. Wow. I'm impressed. We have a lot of high hit points here. Alright, we need a scout. It looks like... Oh, really? Only Nova is available. Highlighter Nova. I guess we can get it for Beth, but hey, why not take Nova while we can? How many turns or how much time is left until we hit Scatter Laser? 3 days. Okay, so she's not going to have that available. Fine. Alright, we'll take Nova out with hit and run. I mean, in the zone. But again, we're going to have to take her out with a normal laser rifle. Until we can get an extra scatter laser for her. But Carapace armor is kind of standard. Flashbang for now, just in case. Ceramic plate because we want to make sure she can tank it up with the best of them. I think that's a pretty good spec for now. We want extra flashbangs because we are trying to capture here. That's really our goal. And we're trying to mitigate damage, so we should be alright. Now other important stuff. We need a gunner of some sort for suppression, given that we didn't take Zhang's suppression, so I think Dolphin is hired. Thank you, sir. And again, we know, thanks to the unit list, kind of who's ready to get promoted. And, you know, Dolphin's not close, but no one else is actually reasonably close on this, so we need a suppressor, and Dolphin has officially been hired. We need to keep taking the Rocketeers on missions. We're getting some out of the fatigue bay for the moment. So Cairo is going to be able to come out in a day. The tank in 2 days. So right now that one guy is our only option. So that one guy, you are hired. Engineer, infantry, scout, medic. We need a sniper of some sort, I think. Or an assault. I think we need both, honestly. We have Hank. So Hank gets the nod and an assault. Let's see. Probably... Yep, let's get Limelight. She is ready and equipped, and Lucas will be ready for our next Exalt mission, provided I make sure to send him on it, goddammit. I still feel stupid about that one time. But it worked out, right? It worked out. Yeah, no one died. Hank, again, I think is going to take the extra Carapace armor just because his hit points are disturbingly low. Snipers obviously have low hit points. It's kind of their design, but Hank especially came in with 3. Not a fan of that too much, so we're going to have to make sure he does not die. 9 hit points makes him a little more survivable. He's our snapshot sniper, so a proper sniper rifle will do well by him. I'm almost thinking of taking a strike rifle on Nova to make in the zone even easier, a little more damage, but I don't know. She tends to be up in the thick of it pretty close, and we're going to use her to run Overwatch a bunch. So I think a laser rifle is still better until we get her scatter laser. Let's load out everyone else now for now. 2 more Carapace armors. That works. Gunner for sure, because he's a target when he's suppressing. And an extra scope. Ready to roll. That one guy. Hey, do you have Shredder baseline? Let's see. You do have Shredder baseline. Perfect. All right, so no worries on that. Phalanx then for movement. Since we do not have a shatter ray, that's going to be important. A scope and 1 extra rocket in case things go south. That one guy has decent hit points as well. Would I have liked another Carapace there? Of course, but that's why I'm building them. Carapace armor and our assault, of course, with a scatter laser, because we need to be up close and personal with all the scumbags. So ceramic plating, flashbang, this works for me. We have cover destruction in our engineer along with arc throwing capability, which is nice. We have, finally, you get to see how useful chems are. Oh god, I've been waiting for this item for so long. And we have 2 chems on our medic because that's just how he rolls. And we have Carapace on our medic because he's going to be up the front lines. Everyone else looks more or less kitted out properly. Extra flashes are important on captures to make sure things are easy. We have suppression from our gunner. Not Zhang, but from our gunner at the very least. This looks like a pretty good squad. Let's take it out and see how this little UFO shootdown is going to go. I'm excited. Are you excited? We may get our first real capture of this entire playthrough. Oh man, let's see if we can make it happen.
Sky Ranger in flight.
Up to Canada. Up to the Yukon. Hey, why not? Yep, that looks like Canada, alright. Nothing but swamps and cold.
The UFO came down in the
Not quite. Canada's awesome. Anyway, outdoor mission. Yes. Bradford. I'm just ignoring you, Bradford. La 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 la. Okay, thank you. Flames and debris can help you locate crashed UFOs. You know what else happens to help us locate crashed UFOs? Giant freaking UFOs. Yeah, that helps. That helps a lot. As we rock out with Carapace armor. I'm so glad to have a full squad of this pretty soon.
Strike 1 is ready to secure the craft.
Thank you, sir.
Big Sky. Strike 1 is cleared to attempt the breach.
Okay. So, we know mutons are potentially, muton berserkers are in play. Sky Ranger's over here just to throw enemies off, but we have started in the absolute corner, which is not bad. We have our backs to the wall, so there's low chance of flanking, and we have some decent cover to play with. The UFO is obviously in the middle of the map, kind of in this general direction. The first thing first is I'm going to actually fix the perks on Highlighter / Nova. And I'll be back with you in a second after I do that. So give me a second to flip around, fix the development console, and I'll be back with you shortly. So I'm back, and I have tried and somehow failed to get rid of Damn Good Ground on Nova. Oddly enough, we're trying to make this a little easier for the aliens, just to make it fair. Basically, Damn Good Ground and Holo Targeting are now exclusive on Scouts, but somehow I can't get rid of it. I tried the perk command, so you know what? I'm just going to call it a day on that one. I'll research a little more and figure out how the hell to fix that issue. A little bit of issues with upgrading. You get free perks, and, you know, things could be better, things could be worse. For now, I'm just going to call that a blessing and see what we can do.
Moving to position.
Let's see what we got. Not much. You know what that means? Battle scanner time, and see what we've got as far as contact here. Remember, these little missions, little UFOs, usually hold very, very nasty surprises. So let's see what's out here. Okay, it looks like we have 0 contact from this position. We also cannot see any meld in the shadows. That has now been fixed. BT dubs. You can't cheat and kind of see little bits of meld on the side. UFO is right there, though. So the choice is potentially going across this open ground and hitting UFO from the other side, which might make sense. Last thing we need is to deal with the outsider bunch patrols here if we're trying to get a capture. So what I may do, knowing that there's no contact on this side, is kind of roll up this way to the trees and roll across this really open river ground. And now that we know there's nothing out there, we can kind of move relatively confidently in that direction. We're going to take you a scene up here. That one guy is going to get ready with the rockets. Allfather is, as usual, going to sit in the back, get ready with his sniping type gun, and give the aliens what for. Smoke jolie. I'm a little worried about revealing up there, so I'm going to reveal in the parts that I know are safe. Ah, there's the meld. There is the meld. Okay, so we can probably get there relatively easily. I am not confident in getting there right off, but I'm going to try to sprint up here with Limelight and maybe get that with a dash move next turn. Not the safest move, I agree, but we haven't hit contact yet, and we should be okay with the battle scanner. So we're going to roll up this way on Overwatch, support our troopers, and see if we can actually get to that position in a meaningful way next time. Let's see. So we might be able to get some meld out of this yet, which is pretty nice. Alright, Allfather, steady. Everyone else, Overwatch and see what happens. Let's listen. Okay. Definitely a muton pod of some variety. Given what we've been playing with recently, I'm pretty much expecting mutons at this point. But we're going to throw another scan out here just to see what's going on, if we can actually even take this meld safely. I'm doubtful about this, given that this is really pushing the vision and we should get contact at some point, but at least it may give us a first engagement if need be. And oddly enough, this space looks safe. So again, the power of battle scanners. We'll know if something is running into the AO in relatively short order, but now we can confidently rush up here with a run and gun, just so we can keep Overwatch up, get this meld, and then move on with our lives.
Already there.
And again, that was only, there could have been a pod here, but with the Sky Ranger here, it was unlikely. And that kind of move toward that meld was only possible with battle scanners. Yes, I love me some battle scanners now that we have them available. They are very powerful and keep us out of diapers and keep us safe, basically. So, yay. Yay battle scanners. They get us 14 meld by judicious use of those. We're going to keep Julie in the front line for obvious reasons. We want to make sure his chems and his flashbangs are available, plus his one medkit. We still have the backup medkit, as always, on our gunner. It's just kind of how we scope everyone out, or spec everyone out. Zhang is ready for anything, pretty much, with that. That's not a perk. That is Deadeye. He's ready to hit anything from any position. We're going to keep rolling that one guy up here. Since we have a scope to mitigate movement penalties, fire in the hole is going to allow us to not have to steady every turn. Plus the scope is going to make us really accurate rockets when we need them. So we're going to steady up on Allfather and again, Overwatch, and see what comes through. We know there's mutons. What else? Okay. Thin men, and I think there's a thin man pod right there. Because that Oral Q, Oral, A-U-R-A-L, not O-R-A-L, that lets us know where the nearest pack is, and that likely means thin men are sitting right out there. So you know what that means. We're just going to run out and touch somebody. This is actually, wow, really full cover. Let's put someone else there, shall we? This is getting dangerously close to the UFO, but not altogether too much. Remember, that ugly bastard is out here somewhere. We don't really need that yet. We want to make sure we can clear other contact on the map before that becomes necessary. Thin Man Captive wouldn't be bad either, because that gives me laser weaponry credit. Wow, there's nothing out here. So the nearest pack isn't actually near at all. Oh, dear. I don't want to put anyone in Overwatch, obviously, until we know what we're facing. So let's get everyone into position. Especially our gunner, who's going to need to be able to suppress. But we've got some decent cover here. It is kind of in the swamplands, and we are a little bit in no man's land, but we have long-range cover. We have abilities to make use of low cover with low profile, and a couple other options on our hands. So let's... I don't want to move Zhang yet, in case we need to start firing. Jolie can come up here, since he's going to be able to toss a smoke if need be. And I want to pick off a pack at a time, obviously. I don't want to necessarily have to worry about...
Heading out.
sparing myself the multiple packs at once. So I'm thinking, does it make sense to run in? We haven't seen any contact anywhere. We know there's mutons. We also know there's thin men. So could we just run in here? This is corner cover, so we could technically see something here. Nothing, huh? Okay. Those thin men should be awfully close right now, so I'm going to run up, take Overwatch with who I can, and see what the pack is going to look like. Remember, we also still have a steady weapon on the Allfather and lockout. We still have berserkers to always worry about, especially when you hear mutons. They sound awfully similar, and I'm still working on getting those things straight in my head and what they sound differently. The meld is coming out this way. This is getting close to the UFO again. It's sitting right there, but unless that meld is right next to the UFO, which is highly possible, how do I best make contact? I mean, there's a really good cover here. We could take this kind of hill position. That'd be a lot safer than kind of running out in the no man's land around here. So we're going to keep rolling with
Move.
our assault. Unless a patrol rolled into this space by the UFO, we should be okay going out here. And really, despite the fact that there's clearly 2 packs here at a minimum, we have not made contact yet. I'm probably going to take that one guy up there once we know it's safe. Layla, you are the one with the arc thrower, so I want you available. Yeah, we're really not making contact at all. And battle scanners have made this relatively safe. So we're going to keep rolling up here. There's no one around, and hopefully we can get an easy Overwatch kill on some stuff and isolate the rest for an easy capture. But I do want to take this hill. It's an easy way to assault the UFO, and also really good cover for anything coming our way. So that's kind of my plan at the moment, unless a better option presents itself. But right now it's not. Dane, yeah, keep up here. We're going to need to start suppressing, buddy. And like I said, I'm going to take that one guy behind full cover here, ready to launch a rocket as needs be. And, oh, Hank, the Allfather himself. Keep back behind here. Keep under what passes for full cover these days and steady up. Everyone else is ready to go. Let's Overwatch. Slow start to this mission, I have to say. There's Thin Mans out there. I mean, I know there's Thin Mans. Come on, patrol into me. So the danger with this Thin Man position is that we won't necessarily have vision on them. If we engage them too close to the UFO, we run the risk of triggering the Outsider. So taking contact now is risky because we don't have a lot of full cover against the Thin Man per se. It could be better, I'll be honest with you, but we're gonna make do with what we've got. Let's see if Sugar can make contact. There we go. 1 Thin Man and 3 Seeker buddies. Well, we can manage that. The Seekers are going to be annoying because they're going to lock us down a little bit, but that Thin Man, he looks like ripe for a capture, doesn't he? I think he does. Hank, do you have shots? You have no eyes on anything. That's frustrating. And everything apparently went invisible. We used our 2 scanners to clear out for the meld, so we really have no good options here. That Thin Man is pretty far away, and the only thing he can see is actually Sugar. So now that we know where engagement's coming from, I don't want to move too far out left again because the Mutons are out here somewhere, and it could be a Berserker, and having us choked out by Seekers while Berserker's on the field, not a recipe for good health. So what we're going to do is kind of set an Overwatch trap from all the nasties. Try to take as much cover as we can. Corner cover preferable, but I want to make sure I have my suppression here if need be. Let's see what we got. Limelight. Who did I throw up here? Oh, this is Sugar. Good God, I didn't throw my assault. I thought it was my assault. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. I thought that was my assault running up there. My error. That's fine. That Thin Man will not know the assault's ready to hit him.
On the move.
Perfect. Okay, good. You see now, I think that one guy needs to get behind proper cover, or else that one guy's going to get picked off by that one Thin Man. We need to keep an Overwatch party rolling here because those Seekers are going to come in a very unpleasant way. But for the moment, we almost all have cover. Hank does not, but that's fine. We need to keep Overwatch here in case those Seekers come out of anywhere. Let's Overwatch with Hank in this case, because those are going to come out of the woodwork relatively soon. Overwatch here. I'm torn on what to do about this Thin Man. I could break cover, but at the moment, that's not priority number 1. I could roll down here, and this would be much safer, but I run the risk of taking vision. So I could just do this. And it's probably safer all around. Let's just take out a vision, keep everyone in Overwatch party mode, and see if we can give that Thin Man a run for his money. I think it's probably safest right now. As we wait for those damn Seekers. Days I wish I saved an extra battle scan, yeah, but otherwise we would not have had the ability to get all the meld that we did. Good job, you acided Zhang. How fortunate. That Thin Man's kind of an annoying position, mainly because he's just sitting there kind of being cocky. And we can't really do much about it because we were afraid of taking the outsider contact. But there's the meld again. Looks like the textures are having a bit of issue resolving here, but apparently the situation is such that we cannot get... Oh, hi. Hi, Thin Mans. This is a clean kill. This is 6 damage. Oh, we don't have VPT on Odin yet. And that's actually not a bad thing. VPT would actually hurt us here in preventing the Thin Man from being a capture candidate. Little dangerous with the Seeker still floating around, but we could probably enhance those odds considerably. There is a high chance that those Seekers are sitting on Overwatch, so we do want to roll up with Nova a little. I run the risk here. Am I going to go through acid? No, I should be going right around the acid, it looks like.
Yes, Commander.
Yep. There's the Overwatch that I expected.
Whoa!
And there's a miss, as I was hoping. But alright, there we go. So now we have a Seeker available for destruction. So, Jasri, Sen. Wait a minute, don't you have... You do not have what I spec'd you as yet. Did we lose promotion on those people? I was pretty sure I spec'd your close encounters already. Might have been an issue with the upgrade, but whatever. Spilled milk and all that. Let's go up here.
On the move.
We're going to be able to take an easy shot on that Seeker. Except we cannot. Damn this whole cover thing sometimes. Alright, let's run and gun. Then apparently since I fail at this, get an easy shot on that Seeker and deal with that one at least, once and for all. Keep out of sight of that Thin Man if we need to.
I'm rolling.
Aye. Nice face you have there. Mind if I rearrange it? Wow, that's a tough Seeker. Alright, we'll call it a draw. Nova, can you deal with this for me? Not so much. Zhang would be great since he has that whole shoot flying things ability, but, you know, he's kind of under acid right now. He's tripping balls right now, so we gotta mitigate that a little. Sugar could probably deal with this, but I'm worried about the Thin Man. He's in a really unfortunate position. I wish we could kill him easily. But then we'd run the risk of not being able to capture, and that would be a shame, wouldn't it? That would just be sad. Jolie can potentially... No, it's blocking the Thin Man. This 2 full height thing is pretty good. So what can we do here? We can either hollow the Thin Man so Hank has a good shot. I'm afraid if I hit with that hollow, then I'm going to have even a harder time justifying annihilating that Thin Man. But, you know, sometimes capture just aren't in the right position for a capture. We could also potentially flashbang. So I brought extra bangs on this. If only we could actually, you know, arc throw these things, which we cannot. I don't want to put Layla here for obvious reasons. She would get flanked in an instant. So we do need to kill this thing. How do we do that best? I think... Jeez. Not a lot of good options here. But we can move some folks out to this position and take a couple pings at it. Dane does not have vision on anything, so he'd have to just overwatch. Layla could come here. I want her up front. Could Jolie move there? No, he doesn't have the movement. That Seeker is in a very irritating position, I must say. That Seeker went to Seeker school, I gotta say. He's a smart one. Alright, looks like Yassine is going to roll up here, get that rocket ready to move. And again, taking advantage of the ability to sit in good cover, and then also fire off a rocket of relatively decent accuracy relatively quickly. Okay. The other part about Thin Men, which is annoying about capturing them, is that they're not affected by chem, since they kind of generate chem. So let's see if we can get this out. What can Hank actually fire at? Hank can only fire at that guy. So getting the hollow up would be important, I think. Alright. I have a plan. I may be able to execute this properly. We'll see. Nova. I need you... Highlighter Nova, sorry. Now that I have 2 names there. I might actually change her last name to Highlighter, since we want to make sure both the names are available. I'll fix that. I promise. Let's get Hollow up. Okay, we got Hollow up. And that was kind of what I was afraid of. Now Hank can potentially kill this Thin Man very easily, which I really kind of don't want. Alright. Oh, so now we got to think. Jolie, can you come here and do something against that Thin Man? You cannot because of the thing. Well, you can flashbang him. I'll make sure he doesn't get away if we can try for a capture. Hey. Do you like flashbangs in your face? I bet you don't, but you know what? You're going to get one. Boo. Didn't see that one coming. Alright, good. We're going to have to whittle him down a little bit, but we should be alright. Zhang can only hit the Thin Man, and he's still in acid right now. He is tripping. He is tripping hard. So we could do... Yeah, there's basically no good angle that I can take a shot at this thing that's not going to put me either in flank or put me in a position where I can't actually go in to capture that Thin Man later. This would put me out of vision of the Thin Man, though. The chances are of him coming around here are minimal, and if he does, we're going to have a shot from our assault. This is dangerous, but we should be okay. Yeah, okay, Thin Man has no vision. 82% would work. That would be a feather in your cap there, Layla. There we go. 3 damage.
See you in hell.
See you in hell, indeed. Zhang is going to hunker. Dane is going to make sure to overwatch in case that Thin Man does run. And Odin... Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the hell to get this Thin Man potentially in capture range, because at 4 hit points, the probability of that is minimal. I think ballistic pistols are going to be the answer, assuming we do not trigger the Muton pack. Alright, Hank, this is weird, but you're going to have to steady your aim and not kill someone. Weird, I know. We don't have a lot of Overwatch, still have 2 Seekers active, so that could be a problem. We'll see what happens. Are you just going to Overwatch? That's alright? Now what is the question? Now what? 59%. Here we go. That's another feature of 15F. You know how badly your Overwatch shots are gonna miss. Oh, that's fun, isn't it? Gonna choke that one guy. Convenient. Hank's gonna have an easy shot on that. So Hank, do the honors. Can you please kill this damn thing? 98%. That'll work for me. You miss, I get angry. Or you can just roll a 5 on a proper sniper rifle, Hank. Hank, what are you thinking, buddy? Zhang is still under the influence, heavily under the influence of acid, which we may have to deal with. But what we need to do now is actually run Overwatch with Nova. We run the risk of triggering outsiderness here. I'm not too happy about that, but I want to get this Thin Man's Overwatch off. I'm just hoping to even attempt a capture. We need to hope that guy is out there, and if we can't get a capture, we know we can kill with Limelight. Yeah, I mean, if we get this close with Limelight, that's a dead Thin Man, so. Alright, risk number 1 is not triggering the outsider when we can, so let's hope that doesn't happen. Thin Man's got the Overwatch. It's lightning reflexes. That is a miss. Oh, Nova Highlighter McDowell, there's a full name. Don't get cocky now. Okay, we did not trigger the outsider, thankfully. Thankfully. So we got to deal with 2 things. We got to deal with this ugly bastard, and then we got to see if we can cap this Thin Man, and that would really be awesome. How close do we need to get with Sugar to get this capture? Is this in capture range? I mean, this would be safer, but this is not in capture. So we do run the risk of triggering the outsider regardless, because we're going to be a little closer than we oughta. But we still have a smoke, potentially. So now we got to think about how to whittle this Thin Man down. The best way would be with a grenade, but our capturer, I guess, is the one with the grenade. Dahab, can you do an awesome thing and deal with your own problem? Can you get this shot? 59%, I mean 49%. It's a coin flip. If Dahab can get this kill, then we know that one guy is seriously made nerves of steel. Kill that tentacly monster for me. There we go. That's a miss. Nope, that's a kill. I was wrong. That was a trick shot. That one guy shot a laser beam up into the sky. That laser beam came back down and hit the Seeker on the head. That is a trick you do not see every day, people. That is something truly, truly worth your salt. That's amazing. That's skill right there. After being strangled, a trick shot nonetheless. That one guy showing that aliens, they ain't crap, son. All right. We have another flashbang on Nova. We also have another flashbang on Jolie, so we can back this up if need be. Let's try and get a ballistic pistol shot with Nova. I'd obviously want to have a backup in case something goes horribly wrong on this Thin Man. We want to make sure we can actually kill it if need be, and that's what our shotgunner is for. So Nova, I need you to hit this. Put him down to 2 hit points, not crit. Okay, 3 is probably worth a capture attempt at this point. Let's flashbang, and if we get flashbang, suppress, and then go for broke, we may actually get a capture out of this. I'm quivering in anticipation here. Hey, buddy, you want another flashbang? In the face? I bet you'd like ones. Here's flashbang for you. Enjoy. Boom. And really, the only way to deal with Thin Men is flashbangs. are flashbangs. The only ways to deal with thin men is flashbangs. I don't even know what the proper English language for that would be at this point. But really, you need to flashbang thin men because chem grenades do not work on them. Like I said, they are chem. From here, we had a vision on the guy, I think. If we can suppress, it would keep his head down. Yeah, there we go. We're going to suppress. So flashbang and suppression means that poor bastard's going to keep his head down and have a very low chance of hitting our very, very brave arc thrower bearer known as Sugar. We're going to take Sugar into this position because this is, I mean, this should be, I think, capture capability. Oh, I really don't want to spawn that outside if I don't have to because he'd immediately flank us. We do have to try. We do have to try. Don't. Crap. Okay. Now we have the outsider. We threw our smoke. So this has now officially become less tenable. I don't think we can actually get that outsider easily unless we skim down here. Yeah, this now becomes dangerous. Zhang is still tripping, so he's going to have to hunker. But that outsider might be able to get Sugar very, very easily. And I think that might have been just one square away from that. That's the danger. And now I know the muton pod's coming too. Damn. Well, this got busy in a hurry. We could potentially try for a flashbang out here, but I don't think we have the flexibility for that. Give him another target, he might not target Sugar, but that's unlikely. I'm just one tile away from that flash. Crap. Oh, man. I really want this capture, but I don't think I can actually do this safely. Oh, the anger, the rage of seeking a capture and failing. Well, Sugar is going to have to come back here at this point and maybe try capture next turn, but now we got to worry about the muton pack coming in. I can't risk Sugar getting annihilated here. He's calling friends. Yeah, and that's the, that would be the muton pack we were afraid of. We saw that Seeker out there too, which is not going to help matters. Yeah, he's getting Hank. We kind of saw this coming, but that's alright. Hello, asshole. Alright, we have Overwatch, so we know what we're facing. It's not pretty, but I think we can deal with it. I still want to try for this capture, despite us being at some seriously bad odds here. Alright, so we need to break Overwatch on this ugly bastard, and we're going to have to depend, now that we know we're all sorts of Schitt's Creek, we're going to have to depend on Nova even more to get some work done. Alright, Jolie. We're going to need some smoke grenades. If we can get this Thin Man capture despite all this insanity, I'd be very happy. You can actually take a ping at this thing, right? Yeah. I think Dolphin's going to need to eliminate this threat to our sanity. Zhang would probably be better, because Dolphin could potentially run up and suppress. Well, not with cover, so never mind. Zhang. Yeah, Zhang needs to get up here, because those mutons are coming. Alright, let's take a shot. That's a kill. Hank is now unleashed, so to speak. Hank needs to get a position where he has aim on everything, so let's get you to a... Wow, never mind. That movement is not going to help you much. That's a really nasty choke movement. Why don't you just steady your weapon? We'll go from there. Alright. Okay, so how do we deal with this ugly bastard? We have a capture attempt ready to go. If we could but get this Thin Man. That puts us in flanking. We may be able to get this with a good crit. We could get that guy down. The only problem is the Overwatch, which we will run with Nova. Yassine needs to be able to leverage that rocket against those mutons. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it from this position. So we're going to roll all the way out here and ready to get aim on something nasty. Because there's a lot of nasty coming this way. Little dangerous because... Oh, God. That's in range of the outsider? Oh, that was a miss, thankfully. Okay, that was just a little bit dangerous. One of these days, I'm really going to pay for that. running Overwatches with people that should not be running Overwatches. Jolie may be our saving grace here. He can chem all the mutons and potentially put this under control a little. Damn, this is... trying this capture is really going to be trying my patience. But Nova could go out here, get Hollow up, and maybe even get an easy kill thanks to proximity
Got it.
on the outsider. And between that and the shotgun we're going to have available, that should be alright. We have a flank on the Thin Man. That's not a big deal. Not a pistol. Whew, almost made that big mistake. Because we can always take this Thin Man down with Limelight or with even Jolie, honestly. You can just get an easy flank on this and call it a day. Alright. Zhang, you're no longer tripping. You're no longer tripping, friend. Oh, you have a shot on what? Thin Man. Of course you do. Alright. We need Zhang up here to deal with the mutons soon. So let's get him up there.
I'll move like the wind.
You better move like the wind, buddy. Alright. Let's do this. Nice, 5 damage. This should be an easy kill for our shotgunner. Let's see if that's what we're going to do. Or if we're going to do something very different. Alright, Sugar. Come out here. Again, to the position that nearly killed you.
On it.
And get this done. Do it. Do it! Do it!
Light him up.
Crap.
Target is not disabled.
Target is indeed not disabled. Target is still alive and ready to kick our ass. So now we have to deal with him and the outsider. The Thin Man is definitely the issue. Alright, let's do it this way.
That's affirmative.
He's gonna run from that position, so we should be able to kill the outsider easily with this. Well, we're just rolling low all over the place, aren't we? Alright. Well, we got some problems now. Could I have gotten greedy about these captures? Yeah, that's a highly probability. We're gonna have to start getting some smoke out, because otherwise some folks are gonna be very, very dead in a short while. Namely, our assault and our... Yeah. Alright, we're gonna have to do this right now. Perfect. Should be one movement. Nice. Can we chem the outsider? We're just a tile away from chemming the outsider. Are you serious right now? Oh, God freaking damn it. Alright. Well, Jolie, this better be the best shot you've ever taken. You need this kill, buddy. Okay, and now things go to hell because we have a whole team of angry mutants coming at us. And they are not disabled in any way.
Hey, a little help?
What happened to CQC there? That should have been a free CQC.
Be flanked.
That didn't happen. Oh, because it's suppression. That's right.
Can I get some help?
Double suppression. Okay, at least the mutants aren't firing. That's nice.
Do something. I'm pinned down.
Triple suppression. What else we got? Oh, that muton. Hi, buddy.
They're repositioning us over here.
It's a miss. Ow. Okay. So things could be better. But,
X-rays coming in
we
from
got
the
this.
side.
4 health regen. This is beautiful. This is awful. This is just what we pay the big bucks for. Hank. I need you, buddy. 80%. School that guy.
Negative damage.
Multiples of 4, man. Multiples of 4. I'm telling you. Things are getting bad. I'm thinking I may have to just unload a rocket at this guy and just call it a day. This better not spread and hit our scout, but this is going to be necessary, I think.
Target locked.
That's a dead outsider. Beautiful. And we still have cover. That was a good frickin' rocket. Sugar, who has the Zappy kit, is now officially able to leverage her ability to kill stuff. So we're ready to move. What the hell? She was suppressed. Did not realize that. Is it glitching? What's going on? That Muton's really thinking about this shot, and I'm hoping that means he's gonna miss. Because we are in smoke, so this should be a much lower chance of... Okay, that was weird. That was really weird. That was powerfully weird. But okay. I guess we'll take that as a benefit. We're gonna try another stun. This is insane. This is crazy, you may say, and it is. We're gonna try to get this bastard. He's the reason we're here.
Hope this works. Excellent.
Got him!
Now we can begin
Got
preparing
him!
for the interrogation.
All right. Thin Man is captured. Now, let's deal with these damn Mutons. All right, we're gonna need to really bring up some firepower now. Where are our suppressors? Okay, Jolie is going to get chem up on some of these guys. We're gonna need to get a flank via Zhang over here, which we will be able to do very easily on that Muton. So he's not gonna have a good day in about 3 seconds. Hey, buddy. That is a dead Muton. One down.
Has been eliminated.
Holy crap. Let's see. What else we got? We have suppression. They'll probably be able to take a shot through suppression. So chem would be very useful right now. So would an extra smoke. We can toss an extra smoke down here to mitigate the risk of them getting shot, which I think is going to be a necessity. So let's get that smoke now. God, I love support medics, seriously. It's some good stuff. It's some good stuff. Alright. So remember, we have 2 suppressions that we had to play with. Can we get a chem up on anything? We could get a chem up on here to prevent the Muton from taking the high ground, which would not be a bad thing. How close are you to doing something? I think suppression very little. How far can you toss the grenade? Not very far again because of suppression. That's alright. That's alright. Alright, Dane, I need you to become useful fast. I need you to be able to start suppressing these Mutons quickly. We're gonna roll him right up into this smoke and get ready to move.
On the move.
Okay, he's gonna be able to leverage himself next turn. What are the odds? 14, 14. Yeah. Methinks hunkering is the only choice left us. Same thing here. We could potentially run it, but I should be alright. Jolie, I want to control the Mutons coming up here. I'm going to probably toss a chem here, just to strategically deny this position. If they do move up here, their aim is going to be shot to hell. So make sure they can't get at us easily. Let's... it's almost not worth it. Let's get Jolie up here and potentially do more work next turn. I think it makes more sense. Okay, now we got some Mutons in range. What is the angry team of Mutons going to do next? Covering behind the meld. Blood call. Okay, this is a little scary. This gives movement and aim and potentially crit. Overwatch. We can flashbang that off. Assuming this does not connect. Another blood call. Fine. Fine. Call all you want. No one's answering. Alright. Let's do this. Hank. We need angles. Hank needs angles, and Hank needs to get his ass out here to get angles. There we go. There's angles. But now we have a very large, very angry... I don't mean to say you're fat, Limelight. We have a very furious-looking assault ready to make these Mutons have a really bad day. So let's do it. Let's make sure they have a horrible day. We're out of flashbangs on Jolie, but that doesn't mean he is completely out of use. Oh, nay. Nay, good sir. He has chem grenades, and chem grenades make this a lot easier. If we could cap this with a Muton capture... Oh, that would be something to see. He's a little close for my taste, honestly, with that Overwatch. So we're probably gonna need to toss. Actually, we know if he has covering fire. Let's see. Do you have covering fire, buddy? Suppression, blood call, intimidate. So no covering fire. That's good. That lets us toss grenades with impunity, essentially. We could also suppress this guy. That's actually a good idea. Let's suppress him, get rid of the Overwatch. The suppression cancels Overwatch, as you remember. If you were watching at home, you know that suppression cancels Overwatch. We're going to take Nova back a couple ticks. because she's in a dangerous position. But you know what? Who is designed to be in a dangerous position? If you guessed our assault, you are absolutely right. We're gonna roll up our assault and have a good time. I'll have such a good time. Hey, buddy, you're gonna have a bad day, son. 100%, 67% chance to crit. Yeah, I'll take some of that any day. Bye. All right, 2 mutons down. Let's keep it coming. Keep it coming, baby. All right, Zhang. Zhang has got some stuff to do. At this point, I think the best move is going to be to detonate the meld. I do want this meld, but we can knock out the team leader muton right now between this and Zhang, and I think that's actually the safest bet by far. Since we do have a couple of people in, I wouldn't say vulnerable, but I guess exposed positions would make sense. How good is our spread here? Yeah, not much aim and range on this right now. Our only rocket can go in this direction. Alright, yeah. That one guy needs to get into better cover here to get more range on this. There we go. Alright, so the question is, do we run up? We have a chem still on Jolie, which we want to utilize. Yeah, I think, as much as I want that meld, the position I put myself in, I have a captive. Let's make this count. Let's detonate this cover. Wait, Zhang doesn't have vision on both, right? No, he has vision on one. Yeah, just that guy. And so does Jolie, does he not? No, he's vision on the other guy, but we can always change that. We can just shift him around. Potentially get a flank even, maybe. This may be blocking the vision, actually. Okay. Important thing, I think, yeah. Sorry, meld, but we may not get you anyway, so let's just detonate you. I don't want to break that cover. I want to sure and break his cover and anything else the mutons. Yes, I don't... Meld is not friendly fire. Meld is just stuff, okay? That was the important thing. The damage was not the important thing. The cover blowing is important, and Zhang now has 2 shots on a muton way out in the open. And that, my friends, is a recipe for death. Okay, now we have this more or less under control. I would say less is more in this case, but how can you do a flash? We can do a flashbang here. Okay, if we can kill that, get a flashbang on that guy, we stand a very good chance coming out of this mission with everyone alive, barely injured, and a captive. So that is a good deal. Zhang, make me proud, buddy. 6 damage. Oh, 10 crit. Give me some of that action. One more of those? Do you mind? Do you mind, buddy? Just horribly, just kill this damn thing and call it a day? Yeah, he minds. Zhang's like, you know what? You need to pay me more for that. Okay, fine. Target does remain. Johnny Tremaine. All this sort of trouble. What we could do is chem this guy, and then he will not dare move for fear of dying. We can then flashbang that guy with Nova and make him useless. Flash. Boom. Okay, good. Yeah, Nova's a little low on health, but she should be alright. Should being the operative word. Is this an instant flank? By virtue of that guy, I think, yeah. It's a little dangerous here. How far do we need to get this chem down here? We can just get a little bit closer and we should be alright. So this position should give us the chem. And I'll make that guy completely useless. Chem up. We might even get him in for a capture with our engineer next turn. There's a chem. He should do absolutely nothing at this point. Alright, let's see what happens next. He may kill himself, but it's doubtful. He's gonna hang. You're flashbanged. That's a miss, so you're about to have a really bad day, friend. Sugar, can you get in for a capture on this guy? I don't know. I wonder. I wonder. But you know what that means, guys. Oh, you're gonna hate me for this. Tune in next time to find out how this mission ends. Oh god, the suspense is palpable. The suspense is insane. The suspense is all of my doing. I'm sorry, but this is how it's gonna have to be. We're gonna roll up and see if we can capture this last muton with our last arc thrower charge and really bring this mission home. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of XCOM. I have been Urs. This has been the insane mission, but we have run the risk, but we have got to mute a Thin Man captive. Can't take him into the alien containment. We got a free alien gun. Let's see if we can get an alien grenade to boot. Thank you so much. I will see you next time.